Yeah, it's been a minute since I've recorded, and I can only apologize on my absence. I had to take time for myself, and I feel like that's valid. Um, yeah, so I needed to take time for myself because I wasn't the feeling the best. Like shit was really hitting, if I'm honest. Like life was really lifing, my emotions were everywhere. I wasn't really being true to myself in terms of just allowing myself to feel those emotions. Instead, I was more so like, I just need to get on with it. I just need to get on with it because being sad is not going to do nothing for me, when in reality, I should not be ignoring how I feel. I should address it, and what can I do to make myself feel better? So I felt like I needed to do certain things to kind of get myself back into that headspace. I can only thank my friends because they've been supportive. They've been, asking me, how am I mentally? What are things that you're doing to make sure that you stay in the right frame of mind? Although I am pushing them away, because I feel like sometimes self-isolating is important for character development, and it's also important for me to kind of deal with some traumas that I didn't think that I needed to deal with. Like, for instance, how heavy I was dependent on my prior partner. I was, like, when I look back, and I've been doing a lot of self-evaluation, and when I look back, I can see that I was so dependent on him in terms of, okay, when I'm sad or something doesn't go right, I need that reassurance. I need that comfort. Like, he would give me a hug. He would be like, everything's going to be fine. Give me a hug. Whatever I needed, that was like my safe haven. Now that I don't have that, I've really been struggling. And I never actually saw it for what it was. And I feel like I really do need to self-isolate in a sense of actually putting me first and making sure that I work on these things. I work on being able to, console myself in the right way, not in the wrong way. I shouldn't need to depend on someone to make me feel good emotionally. I need to be like, okay, if I'm sad, okay, what are you going to do that's going to cheer you up? I need to find that source of happy place. I need to find that thing that I know I can turn to when I'm upset, or when I feel like this, or when I feel like that. I'm like, okay, you know what? I can do this by myself. So these are things that I had to kind of address within myself and acknowledge, like, hey, this is something that you need to work on, because God forbid I get into another relationship and it's the same cycle. I want to be able to be like, you know what? Excuse me. You know what? I know I have different coping mechanisms that will help me. Hence why I wanted to do therapy. Because I literally asked them, I just need different coping mechanisms, guys. Like, I'm not insane. I'm going through a hard time right now. But I feel like in order for me to prevail and just be the best version of myself, I just need coping mechanisms. I need to talk to a professional in terms of coping with past traumas. You can do it by yourself, but especially if you're struggling at the moment, sometimes you can't help yourself. So, and also what I've learned as well, like, I don't want to burden my friends with what I'm going through, because what I'm going through is really heavy, and I can't do that to someone. So let me put it on the therapist. That's their job. That's what they get paid to do. So let me put it on a therapist. I don't think that's a bad thing for me to say. Although my friends are like, you can talk to me, you can vent. Guys, I can talk to you only so much, but I am going through it. Like, it's a lot for someone to deal with, especially if they have their own personal life. That's just me thinking about them and just knowing that, like, I prefer not to put that burden on you. I don't want you to worry about me. I know I shouldn't say that, but of course they have the right to worry about me, but not to the extent of, oh, I just want to make sure, yeah, you can do that, but I just don't want them to, oh, I was thinking about you and I just want to make sure you're good. That's all well and good, and I always appreciate it, but I want to figure out things by myself. So that's why in 2025, I'm going to be doing the right things in order for me to, be the best version of myself. And I feel like a lot of people actually need to sit themselves down and be like, okay, what can I do to become the best version of myself? And I feel like there are ways for you to do that, or there are steps. So I want to call this like a glow up, a 2025 glow up, because a lot of people like, oh, January comes and they're like, okay, I did January bad and let's start again, y'all. And I feel like, no. Even if you fuck up that first week, you can always go again the next week. So I feel like sit yourself down and ask yourself these questions. Okay, what did this year teach you? And I can tell you what it's taught me. You can't put your trust in a lot of people. Ask yourself these questions. What did this year teach you? And then you write it down wherever you want to write it. You can say it out loud, or I feel like invest in a journal, write these questions, and then answer it. What did the year teach you? What did you learn about yourself? Has it changed your perspective on life? Has it changed your perspective on people? Are you satisfied with where you are? And I think that's an important question to ask yourself. Like, if you are not satisfied, if you say no, okay, what can you do to change that? And then you sit yourself down again. Like, you need to think, okay, what can I do to change that? Well, okay, if I don't like the people around me, what could I do? And at the Safe Haven, they taught me, filtering out, make more friends to filter out the bad ones. Although if you don't want to make more friends, okay, try go to different communities like yoga classes, Pilates. There's so many clubs you can join. Join those clubs and just socialize with people. You'll forget about, those bad people, So ask yourself that question. Also ask yourself if you're satisfied with the job you're working. Because I feel like, excuse me, and just to be honest, not everyone wants to do social media. Everyone wants to live a normal life as well. Don't be fooled by social media. That's one thing I've learned. Just because they have so many followers on social media does not mean that they're making bank. Okay? And I want a lot of young people to understand that and know that and not put so much pressure. And that's one thing that I've kind of been doing, comparing myself. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy, guys. So, always have in the back of your head, just because they have 100k followers doesn't mean that they're making money. Some of them are content with working their 9 to 5 and just having that extra, extra income. That's all fine and well. So I feel like, try to not compare yourself and try to kind of live in the real world. It's okay to come off social media to work on yourself, because it is true. I do feel like you can actually, social media is a big thing now in society, but I do feel like you can make it outside of social media. Social media was not a big thing back then. It's only a big thing now. How did they make it? Do you see what I mean? Anything is possible when you put your mind to it. Another thing I want you to ask yourself, okay, what do you enjoy the most? If you're pursuing it now, are you putting your full heart into it? If not, ask yourself if you really want to do it. If you really want to do it, then I feel like perfect your craft to a T. 2025, now's the time to actually make sure you put in the work, the dedication, the motivation. Remember, quality over quantity. Like, if it's not good, then go back to the drawing board and make it better. It's okay to have trial and error, but learn from the error and make it better. Criticism. It's okay to be open to criticism as well. I've always been someone like that. If you didn't enjoy the episode or you thought something wasn't that great in the episode, I am always open for criticism, so I know what I can do to improve. So I feel like these are things that are important to ask yourself whilst, going on a journey or just wanting your year to be better. You have to always look around you. You have to be selfish. And that's one thing I've taught myself. You have to be selfish. If you're not selfish, you will grow to be resentful. You will. That's why I have this mentality of I don't care to a certain degree though. I don't care in a sense of if you think that's silly or that's dumb or that's not going to make you money or that's you. I don't care what you think. Okay, thank you for the advice. Doesn't mean I have to take it. And go about your day. I feel like a lot of people like to say things to bring others down, and I never understand the reason why. I'm not a perfect human being, but I just feel like, to judge someone that is enjoying their craft, why should I do that when I'm trying to do what I want to do myself? So for me to belittle someone or put someone down because of something they love, I think that's really weak of me to do. And I think that's really bad mind for me to do that. I don't think that's fair to do that to someone. So before you place judgment on someone else, look at yourself and see where you are first before you start pointing hands and being like, oh, that person is shit, they should stop doing that. No, that's not how the world works. Do what you want. Do what makes your heart beat. Okay? Do what makes your heart beat. Do what makes your heart content. You shouldn't listen to other people. And that's one thing I've learned. You don't need to listen to other people. Outside opinions can really hinder you if you're weak-minded. I don't want to use that word as, okay, if you're weak-minded, it's bad. No, you just need the encouragement. You just need that reassurance. And sometimes in life, everybody needs reassurance. So I just feel like sometimes you really do need to work on yourself, especially if you are someone that does let outside opinions do affect you. I can put my hand up and say, damn, I have let outside opinion affect me to the point where I stopped doing certain things. So now you have to look at yourself, and I feel like I have to build that confidence within myself and build that, no, Sharon, you're good at it. Or no, you can do it if you put your mind to it. And I have to remember, I am young. I am young. I'm only starting life right now. So it's okay to put pressure on yourself. You can put a lot of pressure. Apparently, pressure makes diamonds. But the good pressure, not the bad pressure. I feel like you can put pressure so you can, really strive and do what you need to do. Because with me, I feel like, for example, when I'm doing my driving lesson, if I feel like I didn't do it good, I tend to beat myself up about it. And then my instructor was like, you wasn't bad. You're just over. I said, no, if I feel like it's not good enough, then I'm going to keep going back to the drawing board and making sure I get better at it. Failing is not an option, especially with your job. If you work a 9 to 5 or whatever you do, I feel like just make sure you're good at it so they have nothing bad to say about you when you're at work. Just make sure you're good at it, you do your work well, and then go about your day. Remember to have a work-life balance. A lot of people don't have a work-life balance. And, there's someone at work that reminds me, there's someone at work that I know that doesn't really have a work-life balance, and it shows. Stress is a killer. And I feel like, especially if you're so young, you need to, okay, work is work. I work from home, okay? And I can put my hand up and say I do struggle because you cannot separate the two, especially if you work from home. It's like you shut your laptop, you're still at home. So now in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. Excuse me. When I shut my laptop, okay, what am I going to do after? I tend to go on walks here and there. I go on walks to just clear my head a little bit. But I feel like maybe I need to do more. I am trying to purchase a laptop. So as soon as I purchase the laptop, I'm going to have a reason to go somewhere and write. Because I like to kind of, like I said, separate the two. So if I work from home, I work from home. Or there's some places near my area that allows you to rent a space to work. So maybe what I need to do is pick myself up, rent that space, go and work and do what I need to do. I feel like maybe I need to look into that. So always remember to have a work-life balance. Like that's what I've been doing the past November. I've been meeting friends. If it's not the weekends, it's been weekdays. Like I met up with my friend Sarah. I forgot where we went. I think we went to go eat a Korean barbecue. Yes. And I enjoy doing stuff after work because it allows me to look forward to something, which I'm really happy about. So the other day, I was literally asking my friends, like, where do you guys work? Because I work in London. Where do you guys work? They're working, in, close proximities to me. So I'm like, if you guys ever want to meet up after work, let's do that because you're not working far. So we don't have to wait for the weekends. Like, if you have free time, let's meet up and let's catch up or do what we need to do to, connect. Because I feel like as you get older, people's lives are changing. Yes, I've reached a new milestone. I'm 24 now, and I've kind of been seeing everyone's just kind of getting on with life. You know, they're working, people are either studying and working, or they just started their big boy jobs and they're really into it, so there's no time. So I feel like if there's even small, like you got an hour to set aside, come, let's meet for that hour. At least I saw you, at least I could catch up with you and go home, and I'm content, because I really do feel like building connections with people that you love is important. And that's what I learned. I was pushing everyone away, but this year I've actually spent time with my friends, speaking with them, opening up, and I've now seen the importance of friendship and the importance of building that connection with friends. I think is so important. You need your friends, especially if they're good friends, especially if they speak positive affirmations into you and they tell you they are there for you. That's all my friends have been telling me. I'm here for you. Don't do nothing stupid. They know I'm going through a hard time right now. And I can only appreciate them and love them and always be there for them. Well, right now I can't be there for them fully, but I'll try my best to be present. And I told them I can no longer be present at the moment because I feel like I just need that space to kind of breathe in and breathe out. And I think that's okay. So never beat yourself up if you need to take a step back for yourself. Like, I really want to travel and go see other places by myself. I am a little bit scared, but I feel like, fuck it. Take that risk and see the world, or see Europe, or see another place in the UK. I really want to go back to Birmingham. I've been thinking Birmingham, or I can try to go Manchester, book a nice hotel, stay there, see what's there, like for the weekend, I feel like I should do that by myself, and I intend to. I'm going to look into it maybe today or later, I don't know, but I'm trying to do small things to get to know myself and get into the habit of doing things alone. Hence why I want to start an alone diary, so you guys can see how I'm getting getting on, sorry, because I've been seeing a lot of people do that just to kind of document. I feel like not only is it therapeutic for me to do that, just to kind of self-discovery. I don't know why I can't talk well. Self-discovery. But it could help someone else out there that is going through something like me. Like, heartbreak is actually really painful, and I actually downplayed it. But then it caught up to me in a sense of emotions. So I feel like if you're going through something, don't ignore it, confront it, and ensure that you have that support system around you, because it's not easy. And I can sit here and say it's not easy. I don't think I'm going to heal fast enough or quick enough. I don't want the healing process to be quick. I rather just kind of, let's go, step by step, one step at a time, just kind of live in it and allow myself to stay in those emotions and kind of take it all in. Do you see what I mean? But yeah, if you're going through heartbreak, it is hard. I can't downplay it. Like, it is hard. It will be hard for a while. Because, I was mentally checked up, but I don't know, like, I feel guilty. But I'm content. Like, yeah, I'm content. I don't have no bad blood or ill intentions or nothing. I don't have no hate in my heart, because I feel like if you have hatred in your heart, how do you move forward? How do you move on? So I had to tell myself, it's okay to feel the way you feel. I don't know. Sorry about that noise, guys. It's okay to feel the way you feel. It's okay to, hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. That noise is really bad, and I don't want that to be in the audio. But I just feel like, be proud of, if it was you that broke up with them, be proud of your decision, because you did it for a reason. Especially if it's to put yourself first. I think that's not a selfish thing. That's for you. Hence why I say you need to have that I don't care mentality. Like someone at work, they're going through some personal endeavors that I don't want to disclose too much, because it's not my place to say. But I just feel like what she was saying to me sounded like just you're complaining about the same thing, and I feel like you are in control of your environment. You can really change what is going on around you. Put your put your best foot forward, the other will follow, And I told her, like, why do you care what other people think? Yes, if it's family, to a certain degree, you should care. But I don't know, maybe I'm just at that space where I don't give a fuck what you think, because this is my life. Especially if I have a small child, I will do everything that I can to make sure that child never sees no sort of, shit, like no negativity. I never want my child to experience me or their father fighting or whoever. I'd never want them to come, mommy, I remember. No, never. I just feel like sometimes you need to put yourself first, and if you have a child or whatever the case is, always put yourself first. If you're not happy in it, leave. What's your reason to stay? I understand that sometimes it can be a trauma bond, or you're really so in love with that person, but sometimes love can kill you. Love can be too much, especially if it's not the right love, especially if you talk love the wrong way. Then you will think that's love, but someone that's coming from a loving place will tell you that's not love. So, oh my gosh, swear, these people have been doing construction for I don't know how many weeks, but it's just been going on and on and on and on and on. I just cannot do it anymore, but I'm going to keep on pushing through because that noise is really irritating. There's nothing I can do about it, so I do apologize if you do hear it. But as I was saying, I just feel like, yeah, things will get better in the end. It will get better. So always remember to put yourself first, especially in the new year. Do things that make you happy. Practice gratitude. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words. Seriously, I'm not nervous, guys. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words. But practice gratitude. What are you grateful for? Examples. I am grateful for the bed that I'm sleeping in, because there's a lot of people that don't have beds, that are not sleeping comfortably. I am happy for the job I have. Why? Because it pays my bills. I have a roof over my head. I'm able to eat. I'm able to get the things that I love. Not a lot of people have that privilege. So thank you, God, that I have a job. Regardless if I'm trying to make it in XYZ, at least I have something that can sustain me. Thank you, Lord. Do you see what I mean? I'm grateful for the family that I have. Why? Not a lot of people have a good family dynamic, or not a lot of people have a family. So I am grateful. I'm grateful for the friends that I have, because not a lot of people have friends. Do you see what I mean? Practice gratitude. But when you're practicing the gratitude, you need to feel it and you need to believe it. There's no point just saying it, because then are you really grateful? I feel like say it and mean it. Practice what you preach. Say it and mean it. I feel like everyone should invest in a journal and actually write what you're feeling, because I do feel like writing how you're feeling is a good serotonin, because you can always look back and be like, damn, I was really sad, but there's a difference in me now. Like, I have notebooks that I look and I'm like, damn, I've been sad for a minute, and I hate that for myself. So I'm trying to be as happy as I can. Like, the next read, I want it to be like, you know what, girl, you doing good. You're doing amazing. Like, you're enjoying life right now. So I feel like invest in a journal. Write how you feel. You can do plans in there. You can do anything that your heart desires. Invest in a journal. Invest in a planner. Get your life together. Be more organized. Have a structure. Have a routine. Morning routine. Simple things that you can do is wake up. Thank the Lord that he woke you up the next day, because not a lot of people are waking up. So I thank God for waking me up. Fix your bed in the morning. Pan around your room. What can you do? Clean your room. Me, as I'm talking, I look at my room and it's looking like a hot mess, and I'm ignoring it right now. But I am going to clean it because it's a Saturday morning, so why not? But look around your room and see what you can fix. Okay, I've done my bed. Okay, is there any clothes lying around? What can I do with them? Put them in the laundry basket. Okay, after the laundry basket, okay, what can I do? Put it in the washing machine. See? Little micro habits within a habit. Do that. Sometimes what I do nowadays is I delete social media apps for my own peace of sanity. I feel like taking a break from social media is needed. You don't actually need it unless you have a business, then keep that app, but try to limit your screen time, because doom scrolling is a thing, and I feel like you shouldn't consume so much social media, because it can really sway your way of thinking and your judgment. And like, people are know-it-alls. Like, if you don't do this, then you're a failure. If you don't do this, then this. And I feel like, yeah, that's not the way forward. So sometimes take a break from social media and just take it easy, because like I said, comparison is the thief of joy. So you never want to compare yourself, especially if they're doing something that you want to do, especially with jobs. Like, guys, be proud of the job you're working at. Even if it's not somewhere you want to be right now, manifest where you want to be next. Keep on going. Like I said, people need to understand this. People that work a 9 to 5 and they are content with not being on social media. Like, don't be fooled. You know, there's actually rich people that are not on social media, but they are rich. So, you know, best of both worlds. It's really up to you. I can't tell you what to do, but I do feel like sometimes taking a step back from social media just to kind of have peace and sanity and just woosa is the best way forward, I think, personally. So do what you need to do to be the best version of yourself in the new year. Work out, health is wealth, especially if you're getting older. Invest in supplements, because supplements are important. Have a skin routine, because a lot of people are really getting on my nerves when they say they don't wear sun cream or they don't even have a skin routine. I'm like, yuck. Like, chill, get into it. Get a skin routine. Hang around people that give you good serotonin and make you happy and have good morals and values. Listen, you have one life. Make sure you live it to the fullest, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. And why regret it? Seriously, that's something I had to tell myself. Come on, you're not dying, God forbid. No one's died, so stop crying. Get on with it. You're doing the right things. You're doing the things that you need to help yourself to become a better you. So keep going, keep pushing. Keep on telling yourself, keep swimming. Like Nemo, I think his dad was telling him, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. It don't get better than this. Keep on swimming. If there's something you know you can improve on, keep doing it. I watch a lot of positive YouTube videos lately. I don't really listen to tell a lie. I listen to, like, you know, hip hop and stuff like that, but like I try my best to wake up and listen to jazz music or music that don't have sound at the back, because I just feel like, lyrics at the back, because words can, be chants. And if I'm honest with you, I'm not trying to, do all of that. I'm trying to keep a good serotonin, a good positive mindset. I listen to a lot of podcasts. A lot of people don't want to get into podcasts. And I'm telling you guys, you can learn a thing or two from what people are saying. Like, it's just your ears. It's not your eyes. It's just your ears. I actually prefer listening to podcasts over. I barely watch movies. I don't really watch series. I don't know, there's something about I just can't sit down. I've only been getting back into like anime. I'm watching some anime called Orb. I can't lie, it's really interesting because astrology, I never actually knew what it was properly. If I'm honest with you, I don't do the star signs and all of that. If I'm honest with you, just being a Christian, it doesn't align with my views. And this is not me offending no one. If you practice the astrology and the star signs, I'm not here to offend you personally. I'm not for it. Like, so when people are like, oh, what's your star sign? I'm like, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in it. I just think it's hocus pocus. So so it's about like astrology and they're looking at the stars. I think it's really interesting because the villagers, they're religious, so they can't practice the astrology because it's man-made, I guess. Not man-made, but it's like it's not real. It's just what do you call it? Assumption. You're assuming, or whatever the word is that they said in it. So the religious people, because I don't know what their faith is. I don't know if it's Christianity. I think it's Christianity. They burn people alive or they kill them if they practice astrology. So I, thought that was interesting anime to watch. I haven't finished it because, subtitles, give me some time. But that's what I've been watching in my spare time. Just do things that make you happy. Watch things that make you happy. Or try to, not consume so much of the world today. I feel like there's actually a world out here that's making sense. Like, social media does a lot. I'm sorry, everybody wants to be on social media. Everybody wants to be a somebody. It's actually okay you can still be a somebody, but work a 9 to 5. I feel like a lot of people downplay 9 to 5s nowadays, and to be fair, I'm not really with it. I don't understand. A job is a job. Like, just because you do content, okay, great. But is it okay? Okay, just because you do content and you do influencing, or are you really influencing like that? It's not okay for you to downplay someone that's working a 9 to 5. Just because you got it lucky doesn't mean you can shit on someone else. Not having it. Not having it. Not having it. I don't think that's okay. A lot of people are trying to make it just the way you did. So I just feel like to shit on someone else is not okay. It's not cute. Let's keep it cute, guys. Let's remember to be kind to people. Always be kind to people. Kindness can get you so far. You never know who you will help. You never know who you will save by your kind words. Someone can be having such a shit day. You saying, hi, you're right, I hope your day goes well, can really help them. That's why I always make sure to be that to people. Hi, how are you? How's your day? And then they answer, how are you? I try my best to smile at people. You never know, smiling can help someone. I've bumped into so many people and I just have a full-blown conversation with them because I think I'm just a social butterfly. I just like to make people's day because you never know. God will repay me in different ways, especially the homeless when they're sitting on the floor. It must have been a hot day, like not too long ago, like summertime. I decided to get water for this couple and their dog. Yeah, I don't care. I'm that type of person. I will stop and get something for the homeless. Do you need water? Just water. I get you water. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt to help someone in need. And God will repay you. That's why I always say God will repay me in different ways. I don't give money because I don't know what you're going to do with that money. If you're going to buy some recreational drugs, I'm not for it, especially the hardcore ones. No. Let me get you some water, hydrate yourself, feel good, get you a couple snacks and stuff. Hopefully that holds you down and then you figure out the rest, okay? I feel like being a nice person doesn't take too much. Just being well-mannered. A lot of people are not well-mannered. I feel like, especially if you're trying to, this is for the ladies, and this is something that I'm learning myself because no way a guy just told me I'm aggressive. A white man told me I'm aggressive and chill. Sorry for another day. But I don't like when people call me aggressive. I feel like I had to be aggressive because I didn't really have a male figure to kind of, not teach me, just kind of keep me in my soft energy. So I feel like I'm a little bit and I just feel like, okay, let me work on myself and be that softer woman that I want to be. And then when I'm ready, that man, it will make sense. So when I'm the best version of myself and if I bump into that man or whatever the situation is, they make me feel like, a princess, They be giving me that forehead kisses, They be like, babe, you look sexy, my princess, my girl, my baby. Just to make me feel like a softer feminine. And I feel like I deserve that in life. Any woman deserves to be in their softest, divine, feminine energy. So do what you need to do. Forget the man, fuck the man. Do what you need to do. If it's getting your nails done every month, get your nails done to make you feel like the sexiest girl alive. Get your feet done, get your wax, get your massage, get your lashes done, go to that Pilates class, go to that yoga class, go to the gym, go on runs. Do what you need to do. Even go on a matcha date, go on a coffee date, feel like that girl. Get your teeth whitened, get your hair done. That's what I've been doing, get my hair done. I got tooth gems in, I fuck with tooth gems. I can't lie, I be fucking with them. It makes me feel like a bad bitch because I like my teeth. I like to smile, get tattoos if it makes you feel good. Do things that make you feel good and your definition of feminine energy. No one can tell you how to be feminine. Only you. Yeah, you can get some tips and tricks, but you want to be your own feminine woman, not like someone else, like a blueprint. No. Do what you need to do. And then, when you're ready to be in a relationship, go for it. Or when you're ready to take that step to date, go for it. That's why I said I'm going on a detox because I just feel like to prioritize a man or to just give a man the time of day, honey, I'm not there. I'm not there. I feel like let me enjoy single life by myself. Let me explore the things that I need to explore. Hang out with my friends, actually spend time with them. I got so much free time nowadays. So let me hang out with my friends, catch up with them, do some girly things like me and my homegirl. So basically my friend invited me to her wedding, my work friend. Shout out to her because I've actually been wanting to go to a wedding and I made my other friend, Sarah, my plus one. So we're just there getting proper gas, like, oh, like, let's do our maintenance together. Like, let's see what we're going to wear. Let's, coordinate from each other, period. Okay. Like, I just like talking about girly things, because don't get me wrong, I may slap on a tracksuit and do, but I'm like, great, okay? I'm like, great, like, I'm, and no one can tell me that I'm not, okay? That's something that I had to learn within myself as well. Like, just because I dress a certain way doesn't make me less of a woman. There'll be someone that will love you just the way you are. Do not change yourself to fit in. Always be yourself and always love yourself. Self-love is the best love. Once you start loving yourself, then everything else will follow. If you don't love yourself, then you're not gonna receive the right love. As harsh as that sounds, it's true. Work on yourself and be the best version of yourself. I pray that your 2025 is the best year. You strive, you do what you need to do to be that bitch, okay? You do what you need to do and you just become the best version of yourself. I pray that you become the best version of yourself, okay? Do the things that you need to do and remember to put yourself first. I'm always going to keep saying that, put yourself first. And if you need someone to talk to, you can always DM me. My Instagram is the Teller Podcast on Instagram, on TikTok. DM me, ask me a question. Do you need some advice? Do you need some tips? Ask away. That's why I created this. That's what I made everything for. Ask and you shall get, okay? Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys have a really good Christmas. Spend it with your family, whoever. I hope you guys have a really good new year. And I will see you in the new year with videos, with audio, with whatever. We're coming back bigger and stronger and with a bang. Period. That's my belly. I don't know if you heard that, but period. Bye.